103.7 FM. Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa Arrows Post-60 Legion Baseball. Our coverage on KOFO is being brought to you by our Legion Baseball title sponsors, State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King and the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. Legion Baseball on KOFO is also brought to you by Quality Structures in Richmond, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Bank Midwest, Sutton's Jewelry, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, also by Advent Health Ottawa, Goppert State Service Bank, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Corner Market, Agler & Gaddert Certified Public Accountants, Kramer Pharmacy, Kansas State Bank, and by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Croucher Abstract and Title Company, Great Life Golf and Fitness, Beanie's Body Shop, Our Best Bank, and CarStar. Now, from the Diamond, let's join KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman.
And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Rathert Stadium here in Junction City. We get set for Game 1 for the Ottawa Arrows of the second annual Turf War at Rathert Field. And the Arrows will take on the Newton Knights here in the first game today. Actually, the second game today, but the first game for Ottawa. Earlier, Salina shut out Junction City in 5 innings, 9-0. Arrows also play again later on this afternoon. They'll take on Topeka at 4 o'clock, and they have 2 more games tomorrow. They'll play at 2 against Salina and then complete the tournament with a game against Junction City at 6 tomorrow evening. Warm afternoon for baseball, but there's a lot of wind here in Junction City, and we'll take a break right here. You're listening to Arrows Baseball, brought to you by our title sponsors, State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King and Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, and we're back after this.
You got to the game late, and the only place to park turned out to be a little too close to foul territory. But you're not worried. In fact, you watch the rest of the game before you even go check the damage. How can you be so confident? Your auto insurance is with local State Farm agent Keith King. There's a reason State Farm is the largest auto insurer in the U.S.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Great Life Golf and Fitness, a proud supporter of Ottawa Legion Baseball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life State-of-the-Art Fitness Center, downtown Ottawa, is accessible 24 hours a day. Call 785-242-3734 for your membership. When purchasing or refinancing a home, do you know what transpires from time of application to the day of settlement? Rod Croucher and his dedicated staff will guide you through the process, protecting you against any adverse title claims or risks. Croucher Abstract and Title, 324 South Main, Ottawa.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note, dispatch is unable to determine your location while using this service, so always know your location and include that in your initial text. Remember, if you're able to place a voice call, we're able to help you more quickly. But in the event you are unable to speak, text to 911 will still allow us to get the information we need. Call if you can, text if you can't. For more information, go to kansas911.org or 911.gov. This message has been brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
Arrows are coming off a doubleheader split on Thursday evening at home, final home game, home date of the season for them. They took on the Gladstone Owls, won the first game 7-5, lost the nightcap 6-3, a game that they led 3-1 at one point. The Owls and the Arrows really pretty well matched. They played 4 games, 2 down in Pittsburgh and then the 2 at home the other night, and they have split those 4 games. They seem to be pretty evenly matched, and it was a pretty good night for baseball at Harvey Drake Field on Thursday. Arrows got 8 hits in the first ball game, including a 2-run homer by Antonio Espinoza. In the nightcap, though, they really struggled. They managed just 4 hits, although They had lots of base runners. They stranded a total of 11 in the ball game, including 9 in the last 4 innings. Just could not get the big hit when they needed it. And, of course, that's never a good recipe for winning baseball, and they'll try to do that a little bit better here against the Newton Knights, a team that has beaten them 4 times this season. They had home-and-home doubleheaders with Newton winning the 2 games down there pretty handily. Arrows played a little bit better at Drake Field against them, but still looking for their first win against Newton. And, of course, this would be a good time for that to happen. Let's take a break right here. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Arrows Baseball, brought to you by our title sponsors, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic and State Farm Insurance agent Keith King.
Ottawa Chiropractic is ready to help with your chiropractic needs and implementing strict cleaning regimes for your family's health and safety. And speaking of family, Ottawa Chiropractic encourages family visits. Children can experience body trauma from jumping and tumbling, bouncing and bumping, but young bodies may also look to chiropractic care to improve chronic ear infection or sleep disturbance. Find out more. Call for your family appointment today at 785-242-BACK. That's 242-BACK. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 till 6, Tuesday and Friday, 7 till 11.
It's summer, and odds are, at some point, your teenager's going to ask if they can borrow the car. Being sure they're safe is your first thought, which leads to your second thought. Do I have enough coverage? Now you're thinking, time to call your local State Farm agent in Ottawa, Keith King. There's a reason State Farm is the largest auto insurer in the U.S.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. From fighting wildfires with air support, helping civilians in flooded neighborhoods, to delivering food and supplies to those who have lost everything, the Army National Guard always responds when disaster strikes. The Army National Guard also trains to be ever vigilant against threats, foreign and domestic. They protect our skies with missile defense weaponry. They secure our information, communications, and infrastructure with cybersecurity. And they protect us against chemical, biological, and radiological hazards with the civilian support team. The Army National Guard also stands ready to deploy and provide support for conflicts or humanitarian missions abroad. Join the Army National Guard and be there to respond, protect, and support your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for the Knights, leading off playing in center field will be Josh Edson. Batting second and doing the pitching will be Ian Akers. Hitting third in right field, Henry Clausen. The shortstop, Ben Schmidt, will bat fourth. Batting fifth, the catcher, Luke Boston. Trev Golubski will play first base and hit sixth. Batting seventh at second base, Jake Schmidt. In left field, hitting eighth, Ryan Ruggiero. And the third baseman, Carson Keeler, will bat ninth. For the Knights, Edson, Akers, Clausen, Ben Schmidt, Boston, and Golubski. Jake Schmidt, Ruggiero, and Keeler. For the Arrows, leading off playing at second base, Carson Hine. Batting second to third baseman, Aiden Michael. Hitting third, playing in right field, Brett Hadel. The first baseman, Ryan Laurie, will bat fourth. Hitting fifth, playing in center field, Cole Swanson. The catcher, Brendan Oshel, will bat sixth. Hitting seventh, designated hitter, Dylan Lloyd. Brady Beats will play shortstop and bat eighth. And batting ninth in left field, Jose Richards. For Ottawa, it'll be Hine, Michael, Hadel, Laurie, Swanson, Oshel, Lloyd, Beats, and Richard, and Aiden Alterman will be on the mound for the Arrows. Rather Stadium, again, site of this weekend's action. It is an older stadium built during the WPA projects of the 1930s, built back in 1937. Just recently, within the last couple of years, had turf installed in the infield, so turf infield, natural grass outfield. It's a big ballpark, 342 down the line in left field, 324 to the right field foul pole, and in dead center field, 388 feet from home plate. It faces northeast, and so the wind will be helping balls hit to left and left center here today. It is a strong wind, probably blowing around 20 miles an hour at this time, and really not one of those situations where you gust that way. It's a pretty steady wind, a stiff breeze right now blowing out to left center. We'll have the first pitch of this afternoon's game coming up in 1 minute. You're listening to Ottawa Aeros Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Do you know if your AC is ready to beat the heat this summer? You can find out by calling Adamson Brothers today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Kramer Pharmacy knows that right now it's all about safety and convenience. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts reminding you that you can park out front and call 242-0240 and we'll bring your prescription out or pick up your written script to be filled. We also want you to know about our new Saturday hours from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can still get the same weekday service from 9 to 7, and if you still aren't ready to get out and about, you can always take advantage of our free delivery service. Kramer Pharmacy open 9 to 7 weekdays and Saturday from 9 to 2 at 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa.
This is Margie Hindeleiter, Community President at Bank Midwest in Ottawa. Proud to support our local sports teams like Ottawa Post 60 Legion Baseball Team. It's just common sense to be involved with the youth and their parents in our community. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives. Member FDIC.
Knights will be the home team here this afternoon. They get set to take the field. Ground rules have been talked over with the two coaches. Next ball game at 2 o'clock is Salina and Newton, and then the Ottawa matchup against Topeka, and then Topeka will play Junction City in the late game tonight. Actually, not a late game, the 6 o'clock game. Knights take the field. Defensively, Ryan Ruggiero is in left, Josh Edson in center, and Henry Clausen is in right. The third baseman is Carson Keeler. Ben Schmidt is the shortstop. At second base, it's Jake Schmidt. At first base, Trev Golubski, and behind the plate, Luke Boston, right-hander Ian Akers on the hill. Ottawa plays in a postseason tournament next week down at Buhler. That action is set to get underway on Friday. We'll get a schedule out to you as soon as we know it. Luke Queen is going to head down there to bring you the play-by-play next weekend. No state tournament per se, as that was not possible, but a number of teams decided to have a postseason tournament, and Ottawa elected to play in that one. There's the throw to second. We're ready for some baseball. Hope you enjoy it here on KOFO. In the first for the Arrows, Carson Hine, Aiden Michael, and Brett Hadel. Hine stands in, right-handed batter. The line by Ian Akers. The first pitch of the day is up and in, ball one. Game time is 12:10. Swing and miss by Hine. Center fielder Edson swung a couple of steps around toward left center field. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Over but low, 2-1 now. Caught the outside corner, 2-2 now. Hine waits, and the 2-2. That one down in the dirt. Akers winds, and his 3-2 pitch. swung and missed. The ball popped out of the glove of Boston, the catcher, and the throw to first base is just in time. And then did he drop it? He did. He dropped it, and so Hayden is on. The batter will be Hayden Michael. Hayden gets a safe lead over at first. Big swing by Michael. He comes up empty, 0-1. Runner goes, no, bluff move, swing and a miss by Michael. He's down on the count, 0-2. Akers checks the runner, pitch is high. Runner at first, nobody out, just underway here in the top half of the first. Breaking ball missed high. 2-2. Throw to first. Hayden is back. Pitch is inside. And so Akers have gone full with the first two batters. Outside, he walked him. Two on, nobody out for Brett Hayden. Let's see if the Arrows might elect to play small ball here early. First baseman in on the grass. Stretch by Akers. Hayden is around the bunt, pitches high and off the glove of the catcher, and the runners move up. Knights are going to bring the infield in about halfway. Outside corner, it's 1-1. Hayden fouls it back to the screen. Hayden out at third, Michael at second. 1-2 to Hayden. And it hit him. So Brett Hayden is on. Here comes a visit from the dugout. Start for Akers, a little rocky. Arrows have the bases loaded, nobody out. Now, they actually should have one out because Hayden struck out, but the ball popped out of the glove of the catcher, and then the throw to first base was dropped by the first baseman. After that, Michael drew a walk on a 3-2 pitch, and Hayden was plunked by a fastball. The batter will be Ryan Laurie. Now the middle infielders move back for a double play ball, second to first possibly. Pitch to Laurie is high. Foul ball first base side will get out of play. Akers working from the full windup here. And the 1-1 pitch. Popped it up. Infield fly rules called. And a catch made by the shortstop Schmidt, one down. Batter is Cole Swanson, the center fielder. Akers' pitch is a fastball low. Up too high. The count is Swanson's way, 2 balls, no strikes. Checked off the pitch, it was high, 3-0. Right through there, Swanson was taking. 3-1 count. Strike 2 called. And the payoff pitch struck him out swinging. So now it's going to be up to Brendan Oshel. Right-handed batter, pitch to him. Did he go? They didn't ask for an appeal. So ball 1 too high. Called strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Foul ball out of play. And now Akers 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Way high with a fastball, 2-2. Hine at third, Michael at second, Hayden at first. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. So Akers works out of a bases loaded, no out jam, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 3 left. At the end of a half inning of play, it's Ottawa nothing. Newton coming to bat. We're back in a minute. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Advent Health Ottawa is keeping you safe by having all team members and visitors wear masks, practice social distancing strategies, taking temperature checks, and utilizing enhanced deep cleaning procedures. Your assistance and understanding are greatly appreciated because at Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you.
Buy all your metal supplies from QSI. They not only sell steel and trim, but also windows, screws, underlayment, caulking, lumber, windows, doors, and much, much more. Visit us in Richmond or give us a call at 785-835-6100.
When purchasing or refinancing a home, do you know what transpires from time of application to the day of settlement? Rod Croucher and his dedicated staff will guide you through the process, protecting you against any adverse title claims or risks. Croucher Abstract and Title, 324 South Main, Ottawa. From accounting to income tax preparation, auditing and management advisory, estate planning and sales tax services, even fraud examination. For you, your business, and your peace of mind. Agler and Gaddert Public Service Accountants. Call 785-242-3170.
Knights come to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. They will send to the plate Josh Edson, Ian Akers, and Henry Clausen. Defensively for Ottawa, Jose Richards is in left field, Cole Swanson in center, and out in right, Brett Hadel. The third baseman is Aiden Michael. At shortstop, Brady Beats. Carson Hines at second base, and at first, Ryan Laurie. Brendan Oshel behind the plate, and right-hander Aiden Alderman is on the hill. He threw 2 innings Thursday night, a total of 41 pitches. He allowed 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 1, hit 1. No, check that. Walked 1 and struck out 1. He was not the pitcher of record. Josh Edson stands in. Alderman's pitch is hit hard down the left field line, but well foul. popped up. Foul territory. Laurie giving chase in the first base coach's box and makes the catch. Now Ian Akers. Pitches the ball. Next one on the way is on the outside corner, 1-1. Foul ball off the facade of the grandstand. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Struck him out swinging. Took a little something off that pitch right there, and Akers out in front of it. 2 outs. Now here's Henry Clausen. Alderman throws inside and high. Hayden is a quick worker. Chopped foul. Third base coach tried to make a short hop play and came up empty, so minus 50 points there. Next one is a strike at the letters, 1-2. Just got a piece of it, nicked it foul back of the plate. Good pitch there from Alderman on the hands. But a good job by Clausen to stay alive. Ground ball down the third base line, and it hit the bag and rolls into foul territory down the left field line. Clausen tripped as he rounded the bag at first, and he'll have to hold on there with a single. Michael was ranging to his right. It looked like it just clipped the edge of the bag. So the Knights have a runner at first with 2 outs, and the batter has been Schmidt, the shortstop. No pitch. As I said, Alderman works almost too quickly. Line to the right. That was going to be in for a base hit. Hayden up with it. Clausen's going to try for third, and here comes the throw. He is going to be safe as the throw was offline. Aggressive base running by Clausen, and it paid off. On the throw, Schmidt winds up at second. So second and third, 2 away. Here is Luke Boston. And again, Alderman wanting to pitch before the Newton player in the box. The umpire doing a good job of making sure that the Newton batter is not quick pitched. Strike called. That is not Alderman's idea. He's not trying to quick pitch. He's just a very, very fast worker. 0-1 delivery, swing and a miss, 0-2. Reaching forward, fouls it out of play. Down too low, it's 1-2. Just off the outside corner, and it's even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out. So Alderman works out a bit of a jam himself here in the first. No runs, a couple of hits, 2 left on base at the end of 1 inning of play. Ottawa nothing, Newton nothing. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Drills from Milwaukee, DeWalt, Skill, and Bosch. Turn to Lumber, 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
This is Aaron with Beanie's Body Shop and Repair in Ottawa. All of our repair work is done on site, body and mechanical, and we've taken the extra precautions to keep our shop and your vehicle safe and clean. Doing what we can for your peace of mind. Call 242-4082.
Do you know if your AC is ready to beat the heat this summer? You can find out by calling Adamson Brothers today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Ottawa Chiropractic is ready to help with your chiropractic needs and implementing strict cleaning regimes for your family's health and safety. And speaking of family, Ottawa Chiropractic encourages family visits. Children can experience body trauma from jumping and tumbling, bouncing and bumping, but young bodies may also look to chiropractic care to improve chronic ear infection or sleep disturbance. Find out more. Call for your family appointment today at 785-242-BACK. That's 242-BACK. Open Monday through Thursday, 9 till 6, Tuesday and Friday, 7 till 11.
The Arrows have the lower third of the order up here in the second. Dylan Lloyd, Brady Beats, and Jose Richards. Ottawa had bases loaded, nobody out in the first, and didn't get anything. Kind of what happened to them in the second game on Thursday evening against Gladstone. Dylan Lloyd, right-handed batter. The pitch to him is a fastball right through there. Up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big swing and a miss. And it caught him in the shoulder. No, it caught him in the bat, evidently. Now the umpire is going to send him on down to first. It must have got the hand. So Lloyd is on. Batter is Brady Beats. Lloyd with the lead at first. Throw that way, and he dives back in. Beats fouls it off. Wind blowing out to left center, but this is a big ballpark. It would take a big poke to get it out. Oh, 1 pitch. Hit in the air, shallow left center, but Edson was playing over that direction, and he makes the catch. So 1 down, and here is Jose Richards. Pitch to Jose is a strike. Runner at first, 1 out. We're in the top of the second, 0-0. Fastball high, snap throw to first, runner back. Outside, 2-1. Akers comes set. And his pitch, high fastball swung at and missed. Way upstairs in the full count. Struck him out. Richards down on strikes. Strikeout number 3 for Akers, 2 away. Check that. Actually, that is the 4th strikeout. Carson Hayden, the batter, he was actually the first one, but he reached on an error after a 3rd strike. Over below to him, ball 1. Off the glove of the catcher on a pitch up too high, and down to second goes Lloyd. Two balls, no strikes to Hayden. Low, that one rolls away, and then there's Lloyd down to third. That one was a wild pitch. Ball 4 high. And the Arrows have 2 on with 2 out. And the batter is Hayden Michael. Boston, the catcher, going through signs for his middle infielders as to what's going to happen in case Hayden would take off for second base. Michael walked his first time up. Big swing, no contact. Stretch, a 1 pitch. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Fastball high, 1-2 now. Lloyd, the runner at third base, Hayden at first. Lined it at Sounder Field, but Edson right there. Then the ball sailed on him. He had to jump to make the catch, but he does make the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Ottawa nothing, Newton nothing, and we'll return in a minute. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
This is a hideaway storm shelter. Get yours at Trindle Lumber, 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
Since 1899, Goppert State Service Bank has worked side by side with friends and neighbors to help shape the future of our community. The Goppert State Service Bank offers a full range of banking services for every need. The Goppert State Service Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
This is Eric Price, funeral director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today, because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. The Army National Guard responds to disasters such as wildfires and floods. They protect us with missile defense, cybersecurity, and civilian support teams for chemical, biological, and radiological hazards. Be there for your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
For the Knights here in the bottom of the second, Trev Golubski, then Jake Schmidt, and Ryan Ruggiero. Pitch from Aiden Alberman. Fastball grounded up the middle. Base hit center field. Golubski took it right back where it came from, hit it sharply, and he's on with nobody out. Now Jake Schmidt, the second baseman. Hit into left field. Richards going back, and it's over his head. And then he stumbles. The ball rolls all the way to the warning track. Around third to score is Golubski, and into second base is Schmidt. Well, that was the wind right there, because it looked like Richards had a beat on it, and it just kept carrying and kept carrying. Now Ryan Ruggiero. Alderman throws inside. Strike at the letters, 1-1. Runner at second, nobody out, run home here for Newton, and now we have time called. Ruggiero has a little idiosyncrasy. There's a pitch outside and high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Before each pitch, he steps on the edge of home plate and then goes back into the batter's box. Over but low, it's 3-1. Alderman, of course, working fast, and he wants to get that ball up there quickly. Now he's going to step off the rubber. Oshal's going to go out and have a word with him. Batters since the start of the game have had those kind of little superstitious things that they do. For Ruggiero, he's working against a guy that's very quick coming to home plate. Swing and a miss, 3-2. And low ball 4. So now the number 9 hitter, Carson Keeler. Keeler, the third baseman. He bunts down the first base line, fielded by the pitcher. Throw to first is in time. Throw back behind the runner at third. He's back safely. So a sacrifice, play going 1-3. Back to the top of the order, Josh Edson fouled out to the first baseman Laurie his first time. Alderman from the wind throws inside. Inside, 2-0. Way outside and low, and a nice stop by Oshel. Outside corner, it's 3-1. Swung at and missed. Ground ball sharply hit, and pass beats into left field for a hit. 2 runs are going to score. Edson with a wide turn, but he'll hold at first. And it's 3-0. Now Akers, who struck out swinging his first time. Chopper to short. Beats will play to second. And safe. He pulled him off the bag. Beats had to be a little quick to the bag there at second. And his throw pulled Hine off. So it'll be a fielder's choice and an error. First and second now for Henry Clausen, who singled to left his first time up. Swings and misses 0-1. Breaking ball is over, strike 2. Alderman shakes off a sign, now has one he likes. Strike 3 call, got the outside corner, and there's 2 down. Ben Schmidt, the batter. Schmidt singled to right field in the first. Takes this pitch outside. Edson at second, Akers at first, 2 away. Fastball up and in. Sharply hit ground ball, but right to Michael, who makes the play, steps on the bag in front of Edson to retire the side. For Newton in the second, they come up with 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 Ottawa error, and 2 left on base. At the end of 2, Newton 3, Ottawa nothing, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. This is Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Nailed it! With Grip Right Nails and Screws. Trindle Lumber, 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. All of our locations sell monuments. We have talented people who are experts in bringing your ideas to life to help you create the monument you envision. The possibilities are unlimited.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323. From accounting to income tax preparation, auditing and management advisory, estate planning and sales tax services, even fraud examination. For you, your business, and your peace of mind. Agler and Gaddert Public Service Accountants. Call 785-242-3170.
This is Casey Brady, Director of Communications for Franklin County with Coronavirus Guidance. If you must be out for essential functions or to get essential items, Dr. Bud Ransom, Public Health Officer, encourages the use of cloth masks. Masks are important to protect those around you. Think of it as, I am wearing my mask to protect you from my germs, and you are wearing your mask to protect me from your germs. Again, this is Casey Brady with Franklin County. Stay home, stay well, stay safe.
Arrows trail 3-0 as they bat here in the third. Hayden, Laurie, and Swanson against Ian Akers, who has not allowed a hit. He has been effectively wild. He has walked 2, hit 2, but he has struck out 4. Brett Hadel was hit by a pitch back in the first. Takes a pitch outside. Popped him up, shallow center. Edson has it, and there's 1 down. Now Ryan Laurie popped out to the shortstop, but the bases loaded, nobody out in the first. Arrows got nothing out of that bases loaded, nobody out situation in the first. Hit into left field, and that ball's going to carry over the head of the left fielder Ruggiero. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. Laurie into second base. He's there with a double, and that's another case of a left fielder getting fooled by that wind. If you're playing left field and to some extent center field here today, you're going to have to be cognizant that that ball is going to carry much better than it would appear off the bat. Now Cole Swanson, the strikeout victim in the first. Inside to him, ball pops out of the glove of Boston. They'll throw back behind the runner, and now a ball into center field, but Edson backing it up. One-0 pitch to Swanson is swung on and fouled off. Swing and a miss. Akers okays the sign and throws low. Two pitch. Runner goes for third. Pitch swung on and missed. Throw to third, not in time. So Swanson strikes out. Laurie at third base now with 2 away. The batter is Brendan Oshel, who also struck out back in the first. Akers will work for the full windup here. Outside corner, strike one called. Fouled it back to the screen. It's 0-2. Breaking ball stayed high. And he struck him out with a high fastball. 6 strikeouts now for Akers. Ottawa gets a hit, but strands a man. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Newton leads 3-0, and we'll return in a minute. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
During these trying times, everyone knows that golf is an essential activity. Just ask the pros at Great Life Golf and Fitness. Get out and enjoy an essential round today. Call 785-242-3734 for your membership. Great Life, proud to support Ottawa Legion Baseball.
This is Margie Hindeleiter, Community President at Bank Midwest in Ottawa. Proud to support our local sports teams like Ottawa Post 60 Legion Baseball Team. It's just common sense to be involved with the youth and their parents in our community. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives. Member FDIC.
Do your relationships keep winding up in the same bad place with breakups, abuse, manipulation, or abandonment? There is a better way. Life Care Center of Ottawa offers hope for breaking old relationship cycles and achieving lasting change. Through a fun weekly group called Birth of a Family, you have the opportunity to engage with mentors who are working through life just like you. Lively discussion guides you toward new perspectives about God's design for you and your family and helps get to the root of damaging lifestyle and relationship choices. Want to get off the merry-go-round? Call Life Care today at 785-242-4500.
Tonight's bat here in the bottom of the third. 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Boston, Golubski, and Jake Schmidt. Arrows play again at 4 this afternoon against Topeka. Not sure which Topeka team that is, but we'll have the action for you around 4 o'clock. Luke Boston will be the batter. Struck out swinging his first time up. Grounds this one to short. Beats, gobbles it up, throws to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now Trev Golubski, he got the second inning rally started with a single to center. Alderman throws high. Another grounder to short. Again, beats up with it, throws to first, 2 down. Jake Schmidt, the batter, scratch double as the ball he hit to left carried over the head of Richards. He is 1 for 1. In there for a strike. Bottom of the third, 3-0 Newton. Going outside. Knights have had the Arrows number this season. They've won 4, have not lost. Another pitch outside, 2-1. That pitch high. Three-one delivery, caught the outside corner. And outside ball 4. 2-out walk. That will get Ryan Ruggiero to the plate. He walked and scored in the second. Popped up foul. This one will get out of play. Runner bluffed a move, and then time was called. A 1 pitch. That's on the outside corner. It's 0-2. Runner goes. Pitch fouled off. Stretch, and another 0-2 pitch. No first to throw to first. Easily back is the runner Schmidt. Down too low, 1-2. 2-out runner at first. Inside. Runner goes, pitches in the dirt and all the way back to the screen. Schmidt now at second, and a full count to Ruggiero. And he lost him, ball 4. That will get Carson Keeler to the plate. Keeler with a sacrifice bunt in the second. Outside. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Time was called again as the batter wanted to get set. Outside, throwing behind the runner, and he'll take off for second, and the throw instead will be to third and safe there. The throw was to the foul side of the bag, and Laurie had no chance to throw to second base. Next pitch to Keeler is outside. It's 3-1. And now Michael over from third base to have a word with Alderman. Hit in the air, left field, and foul over is Richards. The ball carried, and he couldn't come up with it. 3-2 pitch inside and loads the bases. The batter is Edson, who singled to the left his last time up. He's 1 for 2, and Nathan Roth out of the Ottawa dugout to have a word with Alderman. Talked about this the other night with Hayden Michael, who is also a very fast worker. Sometimes when you're struggling a little bit with your control, working fast is not a good thing. You need to take a breath and kind of reset yourself. Three consecutive bases on balls, and Newton threatening for more here in the bottom of the third. They already lead at 3-0. Hit into left center field, and that one is going to get down for extra bases. It's going to clear the bases. Edson around second. He'll hold there with a double. And it's 6-0 Knights. The batter, Ian Akers. Outside to him, Akers has struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. Outside corner, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Outside to Akers, 2-2. He struck him out, and that's the inning, but 2-out rally by the Knights. They get 3 runs on 1 hit. There were no Ottawa errors and 1 left on base. We played 3, Newton 6, Ottawa nothing, and we're back in a minute. This is Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy knows that right now it's all about safety and convenience. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts reminding you that you can park out front and call 242-0240 and we'll bring your prescription out or pick up your written script to be filled. We also want you to know about our new Saturday hours from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can still get the same weekday service from 9 to 7, and if you still aren't ready to get out and about, you can always take advantage of our free delivery service. Kramer Pharmacy open 9 to 7 weekdays and Saturday from 9 to 2 at 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa.
Parenting doesn't come with a manual, so if you are currently raising children, you no doubt could use a little help. Whether you have a child who is potty training, a strong-willed 5-year-old, colicky newborn, or rebellious teen, Life Care Center of Ottawa offers free parenting education to any parent of any age child. Not only that, while you are learning, you are also earning the resources you need to help care for your children, all at no cost to you. Call us today at 785-242-4500 to start becoming the mom or dad you were designed to be.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Game moves to the 4th. Ottawa now in a big hole, 6-0 Knights. Lower third of the order, Lloyd, Beats, and Richards here. Dylan Lloyd hit by a pitch his first time up. Line, base hit, left field. Just past the attempt to the left by the third baseman Keeler, and Ottawa has its second hit of the game. Now Brady Beats, who flied to the center fielder in the second inning. throw over to first, and Lloyd is back easily. Hit it foul back over the grandstand, strike one. Pitch misses outside, 1-1. Inside the beats. Base hit left field. Lloyd stops at second, 2 on, nobody out. Jose Richards will be the batter. Jose struck out swinging back in the second, 0 for 1. Arrows have had runners in scoring position each inning. At this point, they are 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Stretch by Akers. Pitch to Richards. Swing and a miss. Inside corner, strike 2 called. Breaking ball outside. Lloyd out at second base, beats at first. Nobody out. 1-2 the count to Richards. Over but low. We're in the fourth. Newton on top, 6-0. That pitch high, and the count now full. Here's the 3-2 pitch. No, throw to first base instead, and Akers had the ball evidently slip out of his hand and kind of bounced over there, or he wasn't trusting what he was going to try to do to try to pick the runner off over at first. Line drive into right, coming on. It'll be in front of the right fielder, and they'll throw to second base, and they will get Beats at second. So the right fielder, Clausen, playing well in, and Beats had to hold up to see if that ball would fall. Force play at second. Lloyd takes third. Back to the top of the order. The play ends up going 9-4-6 because Clausen just threw it into the second baseman, who still had plenty of time to flip to the shortstop Schmidt for the out. Hayden has struck out and reached on a walk, pitch up too high. Grounder slowly hit to the hole. It's short. Backhanded by Schmidt. Long throw. Won't be in time. And on the play, Lloyd down the line to put Ottawa on the board. So a 6-1 ball game, and here is Hayden Michael. Lined hard to the center fielder his last time up. He's also walked. Hits this ball down the right field line, twisting foul. That's actually a pretty good idea. Clausen has been playing quite a bit over toward right center. Now he's moved into a more traditional position out there in right. Way high, 1-1. Richards is second, Hayden at first, one out. A ball and a strike to Michael. This pitch high. Hit into right center field. Long run for Edson. He's not going to catch this one. It's going to plug the gap. Bounces up against the fence. Richards will score. Hayden into third on the double by Michael. And Newton coach out to the mound. Akers' pitch count, let's see, he had 62 heading into this inning. He's at 79 pitches right now on a hot day. Arrows have hit the ball sharply in this inning after having just one hit up two this time. Akers will remain on the hill. Brett Hayden will be the batter. He has been hit by a pitch, and he has flied out to center. Fastball high. Again high, 2-0. Down too low. Hayden takes the strike, 3-1. Pops it up. Shortstop Schmidt. He dropped it. Hayden will be safe at first. Everybody else had to hold their positions. And again, the wind playing tricks with the fielders out there. That loads the bases and gets the tying run to the plate in Ryan Laurie, who doubled to left his last time. Pitch up over his head. Hit in the air to the left. That should be, well, now coming on is the left fielder, Ruggiero. The runner is going to try to score. The throw is going to be offline, and a throw to third base, and he's going to be out. Boston had to come halfway between the plate and the mound to corral that throw from Ruggiero, and threw from his knees and still got Michael at third base. In the fourth for Ottawa, they get 3 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error and 1 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Now, Newton 6, Ottawa 3, and we're back in 1 minute. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
You got to the game late, and the only place to park turned out to be a little too close to foul territory. But you're not worried. In fact, you watch the rest of the game before you even go check the damage. How can you be so confident? Your auto insurance is with local State Farm agent Keith King. There's a reason State Farm is the largest auto insurer in the U.S.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa, or visit online at keithking.net.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Now the Arrows have climbed back in it. They're down 3 as Newton bats here in the bottom of the 4th. Clausen, Ben Schmidt, and Boston. Clausen has singled and he's been called out on strikes. Hayden Alderman back to work, throws on the outside corner 0-1. Well, these pitchers could make a pretty good living on this outside corner this afternoon. It's pretty generous, but it's been very consistent. And this one hits Clausen. So the leadoff man on, the batter is Ben Schmidt. Single to right in the first, grounded into a force play in the second. Fisted foul backing out of play. A 1 pitch. Slowly hit ground ball to third. They'll play to second, and out there, back to first, not in time. So 1 down. Here is Luke Boston. Boston's 0 for 2. Swings and foul tips at strike 1. Schmidt with a decent lead at first. Hit into center. Swanson has it, 2 down. So with 2 outs, here is Trev Golubski. 1 for 2, a second inning single. Chopper towards short. Beats will have to hurry. Off balance throw, not in time. And on the play, Schmidt down to second base. Now Jake Schmidt. He doubled in the second, walked in the third. He scored a couple of runs. Alderman spins, but there's no Arrow player at the bag at second base, so no throw. Schmidt takes high. The lower part of the Knights' order has hurt Ottawa. 6, 7, 8, and 9 have scored all 6 of the runs. Outside 2-0. Fouled off. Stretch. And now the 2-1 pitch. Runner heads for third, pitches outside. They'll throw to second base on a delay, but he's in safely. Three-one count to Schmidt. And he fouls it off. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Grounder to short. Beats is up with it. And his throw in time. And the inning over. In the fourth for the Knights, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. At the end of 4 innings of play, Newton 6, Ottawa 3. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 103.7 FM and 1220 KOFO.
Eddie Thompson came to Arvest Bank looking for a new checking account. Let's hear what happens. So Eddie, that's my blue checking. With free blue checking, you get e-statements, access to our Arvest Go app.
Wait, by free, you mean it's free for the first 6 months or something?
No, it's actually free.
But what about monthly fees?
Nope, no monthly service fees.
Wow, that's really
helpful.
Very helpful.
Free yourself from monthly fees with free blue checking. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
It's no secret that many of our youth are engaging in risky behaviors at earlier and earlier ages. We at Life Care Center of Ottawa are working to stem that tide by educating middle and high school students in Franklin and surrounding counties using our Relationships Under Construction curriculum. The week-long program is for grades 6 through 9 and takes students on a journey to recognize and avoid the pitfalls of poor lifestyle and relationship choices. Our UC meets the state's requirements for sex education. Bring Relationships Under Construction to your school. Call 785-242-4500.
New pitcher for Newton here in the top of the fifth. It'll be right-hander Ryan Ruggiero. He'll face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Swanson, Oshel, and Lloyd. That might be Akers out in left field, but I honestly cannot tell. It's too far away for me to see the number. Cole Swanson has been down on strikes twice. Fouls this one off, 0-1. Fastball is high. Knights have warm-up action down the left field line also. Ottawa's been throwing down the right field line. Another foul ball off the bat of Swanson, 1-2. Inside. That makes the count 2-2. Struck him out. Rough afternoon for Cole Swanson. And there's one out here in the fifth. Now Brendan Oshel, he is also struck out twice. Pitch is upstairs. Popped into shallow left. Schmidt, the shortstop, makes the catch. Backpedaling, and there's 2 away. Now Dylan Lloyd, who's been on base twice. He was hit by a pitch in the second and singled to left in the fourth. Inside to him. He had a long way, but foul down the left field line. Base is empty, 2 outs, top of the fifth. Knights lead the Arrows 6-3. Swing and a miss to the pitch around the shoulders. And the count is Ruggiero's way, 1-2. Up too high. Line down the left field line softly. It's going to be a foul ball. The count remains 2-2. Off-speed pitch outside. Lloyd fouls this one back to the screen. Ruggiero winds, and again the 3-2 pitch. Line down the left field line. This one is going to be caught. Oh, diving catch along the foul line to end the inning. Let's see who that was. I'm going to get that number because that's the guy that came into the ball game. That was quite a play right there. I don't think we're going to see it right yet, but we'll let you know soon. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left for the Arrows at the end of 4.5. It remains 6-3 Newton, and we're back in a minute. This is Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Sophia and Chris Garcia came to Arvest Bank looking to get a home loan. Let's hear what happens.
Chris and Sophia, thanks for choosing me as your lender in the Arvest Home for Me app. And now...
There's more paperwork to do.
Nope, I got the info you sent through the app. And now...
We wait to hear from someone at your main office.
No, now you're pre-qualified and ready to find your new home.
Wow.
And I'll be with you every step of the way.
That's...
helpful.
Very helpful.
Home loans made easy. Arvest Bank, ready to help. Equal housing lender.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. The Army National Guard responds to disasters such as wildfires and floods. They protect us with missile defense, cybersecurity, and civilian support teams for chemical, biological, and radiological hazards. Be there for your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Bottom of the fifth for Newton, it'll be Ruggiero, Keeler, and Edson. Ryan Ruggiero has walked twice. He has scored twice. Taylor Alterman will head back to the mound here for the fifth. 81 pitches through 4. Ruggiero swings and misses. Knights with 7 hits. The Arrows have 5. There's a base hit into center. Wide turn. Swanson came up with it and got it back into the infield. Now Carson Keeler. Sacrificed in the second, walked and scored in the third. He's bunting, gets it down. The play will be first. And a throw in time. Now back to the top of the order, it's Josh Edson. 2 for 3. Single in the second, double in the third. Alderman's pitch is fouled back to the screen. A little bit high, 1-1. Fouled it off his foot. Ooh, that's painful. Missed away. away, 2-2. One out runner at second, bottom of the fifth. Newton leading at 6-3. Hit into center, to his left, Swanson, and retreating. Makes an over-the-shoulder catch. Runner tags, will head for third. Two outs, and now Kate Valdez will bat for the first time. Alderman from the line foul down the right field line. Strike on the outside corner at the knees. It's 0-2. Just missed outside. The line, the 1-2. Low and away. Just missed. Oshel wanted to know where that pitch was. Count runs full. And no pitch. Here's the 3-2. Fouled it off. That's high, ball 4. That'll put runners at the corners for Henry Clausen. Clausen 1 for 2, a single back in the first. Up over the head. Now the ball getting away from Oshel. They're going to try to throw the guy on second, and they got him. Oshel, a strong throw and a nice swipe tag by Brady Beats to end the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, one left. At the end of 5, it's Newton 6, Ottawa 3, and we'll be back after this 1-minute break. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
More than 100,000 Americans have died of the coronavirus, but you don't have to be a victim. Now, New York Times best-selling author and renowned medical doctor Chauncey Crandall reveals how you can prevent and beat the virus. In Dr. Crandall's new book, Fight Back, you can find your real risk from conditions like obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, asthma, and more. Fight Back also reveals the 3 most important things you can do to prevent the virus. Dr. Crandall shares the natural immunity boosters that fight any virus, and he details the drugs that help and the latest on a vaccine. If you have obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, or other conditions, you need to get Dr. Crandall's Fight Back. Newsmax calls it the best book on the coronavirus. It's already a #1 Amazon bestseller. Get Fight Back in bookstores or see the free offer and save $20. Just call 800-821-3000. That's 800-821-3000. 821-3000. Or go online to fightback411.com today.
Ottawa bats here in the 6th. Kate Valdez is on the mound now. He will face Beats, Richards, and Hine. Newton got 3 in the second, 3 in the third. Ottawa got all 3 of theirs in the 4th. You know, I've got a number wrong here because that is Rogero's number, but I had Valdez with the same number, and of course I wasn't smart enough to keep my copy of the lineup. Brady Beats singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Swings and misses here, strike one. Fouled it straight back. And Ruggiero quickly ahead in the count 0-2. Into the air to center. Edson over to his right. Now has to drift back to make the one-handed catch. One out to Jose Richards. Jose 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Came around to score a run. Outside corner, strike one called. Upstairs, it's 1-1. I pitch high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Actually, I did have my lineup card. It looks here like they had 2 guys out there on that card with number 4. Strike on the inside corner, 2-2. One of them is Valdez, one of them is Ruggiero. We just don't know which is which. Right down the middle, strike 3 called. Whichever one is not pitching made the fine catch out in the outfield, I'll bet. 2 outs here is Carson Hine. Hine a single his last time up, 1 for 2 officially. Swings and misses at a high fastball. Oh, 1 pitch. Hitting the air to left. That'll carry. Going back on the left fielder, and he got turned around. He won't get that one. It's going to roll to the warning track. High and around second base is going to try for 3, and the throw won't be in time, and it gets away from the third baseman, but backed up nicely by the pitcher. So Hine into third base with a triple, and now Hayden Michael will bat with 2 outs. Hayden a double to center his last time up to drive home a run. Breaking ball low. Big cut, no contact. 1-1. That ball hit in the air to shallow center. Coming hard is Edson. He'll get there to make the play. And the Arrows are done here in the 6th. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. It's 6-3 Newton. And we'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
More than 100,000 Americans have died of the coronavirus, but you don't have to be a victim. Now, New York Times best-selling author and renowned medical doctor Chauncey Crandall reveals how you can prevent and beat the virus. In Dr. Crandall's new book, Fight Back, you can find your real risk from conditions like obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, asthma, and more. Fight Back also reveals the 3 most important things you can do to prevent the virus. Dr. Crandall shares the natural immunity boosters that fight any virus, and he details the drugs that help and the latest on a vaccine. If you have obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, or other conditions, you need to get Dr. Crandall's Fight Back. Newsmax calls it the best book on the coronavirus. It's already a #1 Amazon bestseller. Get Fight Back in bookstores or see the free offer and save $20. Just call 800-821-3000. That's 800-821-3000. 821-3000. Or go online to fightback411.com today.
Arrows have a new pitcher here in the bottom of the 6th. It's left-hander Jack Lytle. Taylor Alderman goes the first 5. He allows 6 runs on 8 hits. All the runs were earned. He struck out 4. Hit a man. And he walked 3. Lytle here in the 6th will face Clausen, Schmidt, and Boston. Another game coming your way at around 4 o'clock this afternoon against Topeka. Henry Clausen is 1 for 2. Fastball over for a strike. A little bit high, 1-1. Lytle's 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Actually, it was fouled and it got a piece of the catcher, Oshel. Would not be a fun day behind the plate, either the catcher or the home plate umpire. It will be interesting to see if Oshel catches the second game this afternoon. Now the 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air to left, and that one is going to drop in front of Richards for a hit. Richards, who was playing very deep, really had no chance there. Ben Schmidt, the batter. First inning single, he is 1 for 3. Lone inside, ball 1. Over a bit low, 2 balls, no strikes. Swings and misses on the 2-0 offering. Clausen at first base, away to his lead. Caught the outside corner with the fastball, 2-2. He struck him out. Good pitch down and in, and 1 out in the inning. Luke Boston has drawn the caller. He's 0 for 3 in the game. Runner goes. Pitch is a strike. The throw into center field. Runner headed for third, and now Swanson overruns the ball, and here comes runner to the plate. Swanson tried to barehand that ball, and that was a big mistake. So a stolen base for Clausen, an error on the catcher on the throw, and then an error allowing the runner to come in to score to make it 7-3. Base is empty. The pitch to Boston is hit to left. Coming hard is Richards, but he'll have to play it on a hop. So now Boston will give way to a courtesy runner. That is Joe Schlechter. The batter, Trev Golubsky, has a couple of hits, 2 for 3. Pop foul backing out of play. Low and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch is high and away. First game of the day, Salina beat Junction City 9-0 in 5 innings. Game after this one is Salina and Newton, so Newton has to come right back and play the Falcons. Little looper, that's going to be into left center field for a hit. And that was a wind-aided hit also, as it just kept carrying over the head of Beats. Schlechter stops at second. Here is Jake Schmidt. Schmidt 0 for 1 officially, a couple of walks. Outside, ball 1. Line caught by the second baseman, and he'll step on the bags for the double play. Carson Hine went high to get that ball, and he turns in the unassisted double play to end the inning. 1 run for Newton on 3 hits, 2 Ottawa errors, and 1 left on base. Last chance for the Arrows. We go to the top of the 7th. They're down 7-3, and we're back in a minute. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
More than 100,000 Americans have died of the coronavirus, but you don't have to be a victim. Now, New York Times best-selling author and renowned medical doctor Chauncey Crandall reveals how you can prevent and beat the virus. In Dr. Crandall's new book, Fight Back, you can find your real risk from conditions like obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, asthma, and more. Fight Back also reveals the 3 most important things you can do to prevent the virus. Dr. Crandall shares the natural immunity boosters that fight any virus, and he details the drugs that help and the latest on a vaccine. If you have obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, or other conditions, you need to get Dr. Crandall's Fight Back. Newsmax calls it the best book on the coronavirus. It's already a #1 Amazon bestseller. Get Fight Back in bookstores or see the free offer and save $20. Just call 800-821-3000. That's 800-821-3000. 821-3000. Or go online to fightback411.com today.
Left-hander Kobe Burns brought on here on the mound for Newton to pitch the 7th. He'll face Hadel, Laurie, and Swanson. I think I've figured out that previous pitcher actually was Valdez, as he batted in Akers' spot in the order. And so by process of elimination, it was Ruggiero that made that fine diving catch along the foul line in left field a couple of innings ago. Brett Hadel will lead things off. Brett's been on base twice. He was hit by a pitch in the first, reached on an error in the 4th. Burns throws outside. Ground ball down the third baseline, knocked down by Keeler. He picks it up, throws, and in time. Here is Ryan Laurie. Ryan is 1 for 2 with an RBI, a sacrifice fly back in the fourth. He's also doubled and popped out. Up too high, ball one. Arrows down 7-3, top of the seventh. This ball popped up on the infield. Shortstop Ben Schmidt with the catch, 2 down. And Cole Swanson, the last chance for the Arrows. 0 for 3. Burns throws high. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Swanson just does not look comfortable up at the plate here today. Caught the outside corner, it's 1-2. Ground ball sharply hit and off the glove of Schmidt, the shortstop, into left field. That'll be a base hit. Schmidt ranging to his right, just couldn't get it on the backhand. Seventh hit for the Arrows. Now Brendan Oshel, who is 0 for 3. Up too high. Outside, gets out of the glove of Boston. There goes Swanson towards second. He'll make it. Boston's has had some trouble with the glove. Looks like maybe it could be a new glove and he just hasn't gotten it broken in yet or something, but balls have been popping out of his glove several times during the course of the game. Oshel grounds it into left field, a base hit. Swanson rounding third, he's going to score. And it's 7-4. Dylan Lloyd, the batter. Dylan 1 for 2. He scored a run. Liam Robertson is going to courtesy run for Oshel. Fastball high. Now that run that the Knights got in the bottom of the sixth looks big. Otherwise, Lloyd would be the tying run at the plate. Popped it up. That should be the ball game. Schmidt, the shortstop, has it, and the game is over. In the seventh for Ottawa, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. The final score, Newton 7, Ottawa 4. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
I've always wanted to learn another language, but every time I try, it never sticks. So I decided to give Babbel a try, and I really like the teaching method of the app. I started with the beginner lesson on Babbel, and it starts with simple words and phrases, and soon you're putting those words into a conversation. Each lesson takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and they're all really different, which keeps things interesting. The app is really smart. It actually keeps track of the words I'm struggling with so I can practice them and get better. I chose Babbel because it was created by real language teachers. They built it around real life, how people actually communicate, and what they care about. I can't wait to use my new language skills in the real world. Dos cervezas, por favor.
With Babbel, get conversational in Spanish, French, German, and more. It just takes 10 to 15 minutes a day. Now try Babbel free. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com, Babbel.com.
Well, the Arrows dropped their first game of this tournament, 7-4 to Newton. Knights got 3 runs in the second inning. Trev Golubski led off with a single, then a double by Jake Schmidt, a walk to Ryan Ruggiero, sacrifice, and then Josh Edson with a 2-run double. The Knights got 3 more in the third. Again, it was Edson with 2 RBIs in the frame. Actually, he had a bases clearing double in that third inning. Ottawa got 3 the runs back in the fourth. Leadoff single by Dylan Lloyd. Brady Beats singled. And then after Jose Richards was out on a fielder's choice, Carson Hine with an infield single to score 1. Hayden Michael doubled to plate another, and then a sacrifice fly by Ryan Laurie. Newton got an insurance run in the 6th, Ottawa 1 in the 7th, RBI single by Brendan Oshel, but fall here 7-4. 7 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors, and 9 left for the Knights. 4 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors, and 9 left on base for the Arrows. Ian Akers was the winning pitcher. Aiden Alterman took the loss for the Arrows. We will pause now for a couple hours and come back with a game at around 4 o'clock when Ottawa takes on Topeka from this second annual turf war at Rathard Field. Again, your final, Newton 7 and Ottawa 4. This is Gary Bateman saying so long. We'll see you in a couple hours.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa Arrows Post 60 Legion Baseball on KOFO. Brought to you by title sponsors State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King and the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. Legion Baseball on KOFO is also brought to you by Quality Structures in Richmond, Tingle & Son Mortuary, Bank Midwest, Sutton's Jewelry, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, also by Advent Health Ottawa, Goppert State Service Bank, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Corner Market, Agler & Gaddert Certified Public Accountants, Kramer Pharmacy, Kansas State Bank, and by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Croucher Abstract and Title Company, Great Life Golf and Fitness, Beanie's Body Shop, Arvest Bank, and CarStar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your home of Ottawa Arrows Post 60 Legion Baseball and your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
Doc recalls Lewis. From ABC Sports, I'm Joey Waller. Clippers coach Doc Rivers today recalling late Georgia Congressman and civil rights leader John Lewis.
It's amazing how hard we have a group of people who are trying to get people not to vote. Latinos, blacks, and young people are the targets. That's who they're